Okay, we're just going to have a quick look then at our sweetie model, and here we have two glucose units, actually alpha and two alpha glucose units to make up maltose. So maltose is glucose plus glucose, and that's maltose. Now, to make maltose, to digest maltose, we need an enzyme called maltase. So there we have the naming system working quite well. This particular sugar represented here is representing sucrose. So we have glucose and fructose. Okay, so we have sucrose, and lo and behold, the enzyme that digests that is sucrase. Some people call that invertase, and very much involved in the brewing industry, which we'll come back to at another time, I'm sure we will. Not wishing to be too pedantic, but when we talk about digesting starch, by and large we talk about salivary or amylase, not necessarily salivary amylase, could be pancreatic amylase. Amylase is actually digesting the amylose starch, and when we digest amylose, we're digesting amylose into a disaccharide called maltose. Okay, so there's maltose, which has two glucose units. We need a second enzyme in addition to that, the maltase. So maltase, crikey, what does that say? Maltase. And then we end up with two individual glucose sugars. Okay, so that's when we start to break down and digest starch into its two or basic components. If we're looking here, then what we've done basically is by this digestion, we're looking at something called hydrolysis. So we're turning this molecule, which for this purpose is maltose, into glucose 1 and glucose 2 by adding water. That's hydrolysis. We're going back the opposite way, glucose forming a glycosidic link with another glucose, and then another, and another, and another. Then we have a type of reaction called a condensation reaction, because we're producing water. And that's, lo and behold, pretty much true for everything here. Hydrolysis is what we might call digestion, the breaking down, and condensation is a synthesis, a building up from more simple monomers into more complex, eventually polymers, if you're looking at starches and cellulose and glycogen.